A very good morning and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And we are taking a look on what is happening in the nation Mozambique. The opposition candidate Venanzio Mondlane announced that on January 15, 2025, he is going to be sworn in as the Mozambique's fifth president and urged Mozambicans to prepare for that day. So the situation is escalated in Mozambique. We have seen the launch of what they call 4x4 protests, and 37 people were shot, I think, in 2 days during those particular protests. So on Monday, December 16, Venanzio Mondlane is going to announce what he calls Tubo V8 phase of protest, and we are going to understand what it looks like. And this is essentially an intensification of mass protests across Mozambique. So it seems as if from the 12th to the 16th, there is no action plan from the leader, Venanzio Mondlane, but as usual, the Mozambicans are expected to be in the streets to continue with their protest. So if you look on the screen, this is how Mozambicans are managing to listen from their leader. They are now using projectors in public places as television platforms, and they will live stream together with him, and they'll be able to hear him when he's addressing live on Facebook or on YouTube. This is a show of commitment to the people of Mozambique, and they are determined to have change in their own countries. And let us take a look on key issues which were declared by Mondlane. He declared that toll gates must be open until 15 January, and Mozambican women who are buying and selling goods in South Africa should have free movement, and they must not pay taxes every day until 12 p.m. Until 15 January 2025. He has also spoken about the use of the mines. He have instructed mines to stop mining activities up until 15 January because they say that they are not benefiting the local population. And also vehicles from different ministries which belong to the state should also allow other citizens to use them for free until 15 January, which means if you are a citizen, you are now allowed to go and use government vehicles for anything you want without anybody telling you what to do. And he has instructed all the citizens not to pay taxes until 15 January 2025. So this is very, very interesting. And when you look at it, when you look at what is really happening in Mozambique, this man, Venanzio Mondlane, has defied dictatorship within Mozambique, and he has made it very difficult for the ruling party and its allies to survive. All thanks to ZANU-PF, which caused all this anarchy and all these problems in Mozambique, and now they are watching from afar. So I have seen a lot of people saying that the people of Mozambique are wrong. They are destroying properties. Destruction of properties is never encouraged. But we need to look at everyone and say the role of Frelimo and the security forces must also be put into consideration. They cannot continue to kill people, shoot people without looking at the real causes of people getting into the streets. Let us also take a look on what the business sector has said. Number one, the business sector has acknowledged the importance of Venanzio Mondlane. They've recognized Venanzio Mondlane and his impact. But something which is very, very important is that they've urged President NYUSI to find a truce with the protesters. And they also encouraged the government to provide security forces escort for trucks from Resano-Kasia border with South Africa to Maputo. So what it means is for each and everything which is getting into Mozambique from South Africa, they need the military to be escorting trucks. That is what they are calling for. But also, they've announced that they want to speak directly with political parties, which means they want to be able to speak to the members of Frelimo. They also want to be able to speak with the opposition candidate, Venanzio Mondlane, if he is available for dialogue. So it all depends on the decision which is going to be taken by Venanzio Mondlane regarding to that. And also, something of note is that President NYUSI has refused to talk to Venanzio Mondlane via Zoom. He has refused to do so. The only last time he did so was to invite him for a one-on-one meeting, which he didn't attend, and opted for a virtual meeting, which was not facilitated by NYUSI and these people. So another issue is that Venanzio Mondlane assured his supporters that he's safe, and in cases that something happens to him or they do not hear from him, he instructed them to actually take over Mozambique. So what it means is they will be taking over Mozambique before the end of term of NYUSI. So key issues to note are that the reason why Venanzio and his people are not taking over power in Mozambique right now is because they regard NYUSI as a legitimate president whose term expires on 15 January 2025. So from 15 January 2025 going forward, that is when they are going to take action, make sure that Venanzio Mondlane is sworn in as president, and they take over the leadership of Mozambique. So this is very, very interesting to see that Mondlane still respects Felipe NYUSI and his presidency, but is waiting for his own official term to start because he believes that he won the election and he was rigged. However, they are also still waiting for the Constitutional Council of Mozambique to give a deliberation or to make a deliberation on the election results, whether they are going to do or to go for a runoff, or whether they are going to uphold what was announced, or they are going to declare Venanzio as the winner. It also depends on what the Constitutional Council is going to agree on. So it's very, very interesting to see these things happening at this point in time. My sister Petronella, thank you very much for coming, says good afternoon. How are you, my sister Petronella? Belinda Lovo, a very good afternoon. How is Cape Town? Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. So this is what is happening in Mozambique at this point in time. This is the update which we have for you. Venanzio Mondlane said that is going to be sworn in as the president of Mozambique, the 50th president of Mozambique, on 15 January 2025. And he has given a lot of orders and measures. So on the 16th, we are expecting to see him announcing the next action or the next plan of action. He's going to tell the people of Mozambique what they call Tubo V8, what it means, and everyone will be knowing what needs to be done. But there is an order that if he goes missing or if something happens to him, the people of Mozambique must take over Mozambique entirely. So it's very, very interesting to see what is happening right there. And the people of Mozambique, they remain united, they remain working together. Over 100 people have been shot dead, over 300 people have been wounded, over 1,000 people have been arrested by the government of authorities. And this is what we have at this point in time. Dina, thank you very much, my sister, for coming, and thank you very much for the support you have been offering to us. So this is where we are at this point in time, and I just want to call it quits. Let me say to those who are traveling, guys, let us not overspeed. Make sure that we travel safely during the festive season. Our prayers with every one of you, our supporters, our friends, our family who have been with us. We need you to be alive in the next year, 2025. By God's grace, God is going to guide you and is going to watch over you. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Let us meet in another episode, another broadcast.